Hello everyone and welcome to GoldenNova's First Reacts, where I react first to all the things you want to see reacted to first, as long as I'm the first person you come to react to things first. Not a big one today, but a new Burst Protocol release just came out, and given the JoJo reference we have here, I just had to give it a shot. So we have a new Armed Dragon card, Threat Armed Dragon. I'm not sure how that ties into the whole drill theme going on here, but there's a lot of good punching going on, so I can respect that. Level 5 Wind Dragon monster, 2400 attack, 1700 defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. First effect, if this card is in your graveyard, you can target a dragon monster you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon this card. Second, you can discard a card, then target one monster on the field with 2400 or less attack. Destroy it. Then, if you controlled it, you can special summon a dragon monster from your hand or deck that is 2 original levels higher. So it's the removal effect of 5, right down to the fact that it checks for the 2400, but it can also just destroy itself. Now, the important thing to note here is that it summons any dragon monster that's 2 original levels higher than it. So if it pops itself, it's the sum of any level 7 dragon. And it turns out that high level dragons are pretty good for a variety of reasons. So it can trade any dragon on your field for this guy, and then you get a new dragon. We need to check. We need to do a little bit of research here. Yugioh card database. How do the Thunder Armed Dragons work? Because this is not one of the leveled ones, even one of the Thunder leveled ones. Can we get into this? Let's find Armed Dragon number 3, just to pick one out of a hat. There's regular level 5. Armed Dragon Thunder level 3. It becomes level 3 while in the field or in the graveyard. You can only use the effect of that. You can send one monster from your graveyard, summon special level 5 or lower Armed Dragon monster. So we can summon this with 3. We can do that. Interesting. Interesting. There's also other effects. Normally you get an additional one when they're sent to graveyard by something. If this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a dragon monster's effect. Now, does this work for this? No, this is an and if you do, so destroying the monster is part of the effect, not activating said effect. Same with the second one. So Threat Armed Dragon is not going to trigger any of our Armed Dragon monsters. But at the same time, this can just turn into any level 7 dragon monster. I think, what's if I just plug in level 7 dragon, that's gotta be like an inordinate amount of monsters, right? Let's go. Boom, dragon. Let's just even exude Ritual Fusion Singers Xyz like monsters. Yeah. 54 of these things. Check this out. Look at this. Look at these. Look at these creatures. Does this look good on screen? Not too much. Let's... Nova, get a smaller ego, okay? Take a look at the screen here. So obviously there are like different versions of this we could do, right? Like we could pop bigger monsters that have 2400 or less. We could pop smaller ones that can get to particular levels. But I think its own ability to summon itself from the graveyard like kind of makes it just independently good. There's tons of ways to get dragons into the graveyard. So like Dragon's Ravine is like the classic one, though I think given that you would have to what? Play Dragon Ravine, discard a card to send Threat Armed Dragon, pop a dragon you control, and then discard a card to pop one of your own monsters. That's hugely resource intensive. Yikes. Yikes on bikes. We can summon Destrudo, but we don't want to summon Destrudo. We want that in the graveyard ASAP. There's some Dragon Maids. Oh, was I overhyping level 7 dragons? There's no way. Obviously, it's all the Dragon Ruler monsters, but they have a great infrastructure anyways. Pile Armed Dragon. That's always a great one to get onto the field. And hey, you know, Monarch stats. Lots of Red Eyes options here. Shoutouts to Metal Claw the Dragon. Love playing that guy. Metalmorph is a very fun deck. Domain has got me to play that deck like 3 times now. Mwah. Wicked Serpent Knight Dragon. True dark monster on your hand or field. Special summons cards from your hand. Well, it kind of handles itself. Card is destroyed. You can target a monster for control sent to the graveyard. Then special summon this card. Okay, so. Okay, so not absurdly powerful. Doesn't branch out super well to. Whoa, that's gonna look good in the video. Come on, let's get my ego back up here. Thank you very much. Yeah, card's fine. Card's okay. Nothing to super write home about. As far as I'm aware, it seems easy to access in Armed Dragon. Oh, I suppose this first effect can trigger our Armed Dragons because if we're discarding a card and that card is one of the Armed Dragons, we can get something out of that. So it's not entirely removed from the cycle here. It's not all of it, but there's some that works here. So yeah, I kind of dig it. I'm looking forward to it, but what do you think? What are your thoughts on the threat Armed Dragon? Any Armed Dragon enthusiasts out here who know a lot more about this than I do? Any weird combos that this enables that were not previously possible? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear all the information you have on hand because I yearn to understand why they keep printing cards like this. And, you know, I've got a big brain, but not big enough, apparently. So, let me know your thoughts down below, what your likes are, what your dislikes are, and as always, until the next time Konami drops some juicy spoilers, I'll see all of you next time. Bye-bye. Today's episode is brought to you by Dragon Shield. Get the sleeves as strong as dragon scales and save 5% on your order by using the coupon code GoldenNova at checkout while helping out the channel. It was also brought to you by my lovely patrons, including this month's illustrious Quasar Commanders, Upstairs Media and the Critic of Innocence, Nebula Navigators, 3rd Dynasty, Ada Basilisk, Adam Zajdel, Ancient Wizard, Andrew Newman, Battle Axe, Charlie Mercury, Chibi Gohan, Christopher Fuss, Clockswork, Comrade Eric, Frankie, Garland Chaos, Green Knight, Great Big Pillock, Groog, Hairbear, Harry the Ominous Benefactor, Iron Zero, Iskander 711, Carp, Marion James E. Picata, Meme King, Millennia Asta, Muse Clark, Neon Yaminair, Orozco 09096, Panther J, Bat Boos, Rebel King Lucifer, Red Eyes Jackalow, RJ the Jank Monarch, Sonic 21 Blast, That One Dumbass, Thievery Coast and the Wizard Moose, Cosmic Crusaders Ally Vatnia, Animasta, Anthorak, A Random Pup, Blade Runner 1034, Blaze Rider, Blitzwolf, Chaz Ghost, Christopher Fuss, again, Chris B, Cool Trainer Dark, Dr. Entity RIP, Eki Bullock, Edwin Perez, Eva Padilla, Herbal D, Inblink, J.A. Flair, Julian Marquez, Kale the Dragon, Lobomaru02, Manga Pages, Mr. Machina, Natiel Lee Alexander, Nicholas Murphy, Not Al Gore, Obsidian, Pombo, Rhyme Kairos, Rogue Wolf, Shizuka Nijimura, Simic Toadstool, Stephen Huntsman, The Legendary Raven, The Queen of Time, The Gene, Tiger X2476, Zaldreka and Zentha, as well as all the wonderful Starlight Explorers you see on screen now. If you'd like to help me in my journey to cover all of Yu-Gi-Oh's archetypes, get my videos early, be a part of these credits and other awesome perks, it would mean the world to me if you would check out the link to my Patreon in the description or consider joining as a YouTube member.